Hey, what's up? Dylan here. I got a lesson from the great Roy Haynes for you. This one's from the tune Matrix off of the Chick Corea record, Now He Sings, Now He Sobs. So I'm going to break this down into 3 separate sections for you. The first one is a 5-stroke roll. Very, very simple. We're going to go 5-stroke roll on the snare drum. We're going to do it 3 times in a row. We're going to think about 16th notes. So it's going to go 1 and a 2. There's your 5-stroke. And then on the and a 2, we're going to put the hi-hat pedal. Now we're going to do that 2 times in a row. On the third one, we're going to replace the hi-hat pedal with a bass drum. And then the only other thing, we're going to add 1 extra so that we can end on the downbeat of beat 3. So the only change on the third one is bass drum, and then on beat 3, we're going to hit the ride cymbal as well. So it sounds like this. All right, lick number 2. So this one's really simple. Most of it is a 3-note pattern. It's going to go bass drum followed by 2 snare drums. On the bass drum, you're going to hit the ride cymbal as well. And then at the end, we're going to end with 2 eighth notes, going snare drum, bass drum with the ride cymbal on both of those. So nice and slow, it sounds like this. All right, and finally, lick number 3. All right, so this one is the trickiest, I think, coordination-wise. I'm going to teach it to you in 2 parts. We're going to separate the bass drum and snare drum from the ride cymbal. And then we'll learn the ride cymbal, and then at the end, we'll put it all together. Bass drum, snare drum part. We're going to play continuous eighth notes all the way up through beat 3. So now, to finish up the lick, we're going to rest on beat 4. We're going to play the and of 4 on the bass drum. We're going to rest on beat 1. On the and of 1, we're going to play the bass drum, and it finishes with a strong beat 2 on the snare. So slow sounds like this. 3 and 4, and 4, and 1, and 2. Okay, so now let's check out just the ride cymbal by itself. So we're going to play eighth notes, and it's going to be 1 and 2. Rest on the end of 2, 3 and, rest on beat 4, and a 4, rest on beat 1, and then we're going to hit the last note with that strong snare drum on beat 2. So, sounds like this. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Nice and slow. Let's put the ride cymbal with the snare drum bass drum pattern. All right, so there you go. There's your intro broken down into 3 separate parts. Practice each lick by itself and then work on putting it together. Now, the last thing I'll do, let's orchestrate this differently. All of this is played on the bass drum and snare drum. So let's move it around the drums a little bit. Let's move all the parts to the rack tom. Let's try it on the floor tom, and then let's try maybe one example where we go back and forth between the toms and the snare drum. All right, so there you go. Hope that lesson helps you out. Keep practicing. Get creative with your practice by moving around to the drum set and making these ideas your own. Hope that gives you a few ideas to spark your own creativity. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more.